Afternoon everybody, and welcome back to Birmingham Wildlife Conservation Park for the latest in our Wednesday Facebook Live videos. We are carrying on our alphabet theme today, and we're already up to the letter S, and S stands for squirrel monkeys. So we will have a chat about these guys for a little bit. If you've got any questions, send them in. I'll do my best to answer them for you, but like I say, otherwise we will just talk about these guys for 10 minutes or so. Yeah, so we will just crack on really. So we've got a group of 3 squirrel monkeys here at Birmingham Wildlife Conservation Park. A bachelor group of 3 boys. We've got Simpson, who we're looking at the moment. Then we've got Tarzan, who's just dropping down on the food bowl there. And then we've got Boo, who's just up in the doorway to the house there. So Boo, well, we'll start with Simpson, the oldest. Simpson's 19. He will be 20 this year. And then we've got Boo, who's disappeared inside. Boo is, I believe he's 13, and then Tarzan is 12. So they're not particularly old for squirrel monkeys. Squirrel monkeys can live 20 plus. Simpson, sorry, is getting on a little bit now. He is reaching old age, bless him. But the other 2 lads are a little bit younger. I'm not going to move around too much in here today. Hopefully we'll be able to keep them in shot, just because don't want to freak them out too much. I've just put some food, extra food in for them. Well, not extra food, their lunchtime feed in for them. So hopefully they'll keep staying out and keep having a look at what's going on. Yeah, so this is a fairly new enclosure for the squirrel monkeys. They moved down here about 6 weeks, 2 months ago, something like that. They obviously used to live up in the reptile house. That enclosure now has our red ruff lemurs in, and the squirrel monkeys have moved down here next door to Pete. In this enclosure here, the Mara have moved with them, and we will just get a shot of them. Hello, the Mara have moved down here as well, and everyone's doing fine up here. Coat with the move well, which is really good. And the most important thing, hello Simpson. Munched on a bit of papaya there. So yeah, these guys are, well, I'll say they're common squirrel monkeys. There is a bit of taxonomic debate at the moment about these guys. There is some evidence to suggest that what we know as the common squirrel monkey should actually be divided up into 4 different species, I believe. So yeah, at the moment, we'll carry on just saying common squirrel monkey, but yeah, could be proven that there's something altogether different. So we will see. Hi guys, hi Mary, hi Tim, hi Judith, hope you're all okay. You guys going to sit inside? Typical. Typical. Keep an eye on them. I'm glad, Helen. Yeah, everyone seems to have settled into their new accommodations fairly nicely. Like I say, these guys have settled in up here. The Mara have settled in. The red ruffs have settled in the old squirrel monkey enclosure. So yeah, everyone seems to have done quite nicely with their little moves, which is good. That's the main thing, really. You coming out, Tarzan? Looks like he's looking for bugs at the moment, which they will do. So yeah, anyway, these guys are originally found in South America. These 3 were all captive born, so Tarzan and Boo were born at Woburn Safari Park. Simpson was born at Paradise, I think that's how you say it, which is in Belgium. So yeah, they've this little group have been with us since 2011, I believe. So yeah, they've been here for a good amount of time now. Right, we're going to see Tarzan because he's outside. So yeah, like I said, these guys are originally from South America, and they inhabit the rainforests and things there. in the wild, their diet would kind of be fruits and leaves and things like that. They will feed on some bugs and insects and things. You'll see them going around the enclosure catching bugs, as Tarzan just did then actually, catching flies and bugs that they can find in the enclosure, spiders and things that get under the woodwork on the houses and things like that. They do go and have a good look for all that kind of stuff as well. So squirrel monkeys, well, this species of squirrel monkey are classified as least concern on the IUCN Red List. So they are still doing okay out in the wild. They do face the usual threats that everyone else faces, habitat loss and deforestation and things like that. But this species still seems to be doing okay out in the wild. And our guys are part of the breeding program, but like I say, they do. We do have a bachelor group, and we're just a bachelor holding facility. So these guys aren't needed by the breeding program at the moment. So yeah, we keep them here as a bachelor group, a non-breeding bachelor group. If they are ever required for the breeding program, I'm sure they'll move on somewhere else. But seeing as they've been here for about 11 years now, I don't think these three are particularly needed. Squirrel monkeys and Mara don't really interact at all. They do stay out of each other's way. The squirrel monkeys will come down onto the floor sometimes, but the Mara kind of ignore them. Yeah, they kind of ignore each other more than anything. You know, we don't even get cheeky squirrel monkeys going to have a, you know, pull in the fur or anything like that. They do just leave them be, which is yeah, which is good, the way it should be, which is nice. Just trying to see Simpson down here. Oh, matey. So yeah, so we've only got 3 male squirrel monkeys, Tim. Yeah, we've just got 3 boys. And then, yeah, I'm not sure. Sorry, I think I've just realised what you meant. I'm not sure how many bachelor groups there are around the country or in the breeding program. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. So yeah, this is Simpson enjoying a bit of chicory at the moment. Try and get you in focus, mate. It's a bit better. Bit of an alarm call there. So they do have a range of calls that you hear them using. That was a bit of an alarm call, but they do communicate with a lot of different squeaks and chirps and squeals and shrieks and things like that. Yeah, they are quite vocal. So squirrel monkeys are actually in the same family as capuchins. So obviously we've got our yellow-breasted capuchins here, which are quite a bit bigger than these guys, a lot more strong and powerful and things like that. But they are in the same family as squirrel monkeys. So yeah, it's an interesting. They're quite closely related. Obviously from the same part of the world, both from South America. Yeah, they've got very dexterous little hands, very much like ours, really. No, they're great. They're a lovely little group of boys. And the Mara there, nice and chilled out on the floor. And you go back inside. Is Boo going to come out? Yes, there he is. Right then, guys, I haven't got too much more to say about these guys. So if you've got any last minute questions, feel free to send them in. Oh, sorry Tarzan, I didn't realise he was still outside. Yeah, feel free to send in any last minute questions you might have. Otherwise we will call it a day. Average lifespan Dale, in captivity 20 to 25 I think is fairly common. I think they can get up to their 30s. In the wild up to 20 is fairly good. So like I say, Simpson here is 20 later this year, so he is getting on a little bit now. The other boys are that little bit younger. So you're going to try and steal that then, Boo, but you didn't, you're just jumping over him. Yeah, they are lovely. They do have a tendency to do a couple of naughty tricks, weeing in their hands and hit you in the face. Done that before. They can be a little bit nippy as well sometimes, but most of the time they're okay, fairly chilled out. Simpson here especially is quite friendly. Out of the three of them, he is the most friendly of them all. No, they are great for such little things. They do have big personalities, which is great. Really, really nice. Right then guys, I think we will call it a day with these guys today. Simpson's had enough. But yeah, like I say, we'll call it a day there. We will be back again same time next week, up to the letter T. Can't remember what we've got for T. It's probably quite obvious, but I cannot remember for the life of me, so there you go. We'll have to wait until next week to find out. Oh, good question, Tim. So yeah, Boo and Tarzan have got full-length tails. Simpson has actually got a short tail. I think it's an old issue that he had before he arrived with us, so we're not 100% sure what happened with him. But yeah, Simpson does have a short tail, whereas the other two do have their full-length tails, as you can see with the black tip there. Right then guys, yeah, we will call it a day there. Thank you for tuning in, and we will be back again same time next week. Cheers guys.